The bug out event is next up in Pokemon Go, and in this video I will be going through all of the event details. I'll also be going through some tips including how to get a lot of XP and candy, and I'll go through which Pokemon are worth catching and raiding for. So the event runs from April 12th at 10 AM till April 17th at 8 PM local time. The bonuses for the event will be 2 times XP for catching Pokemon with nice throws or better. You'll get increased candy and candy XL for nice throws or better, and you'll have an increased chance to encounter shiny Burmy and shiny Combee. And with the female Combee being a very rare shiny with only an 1/8 of Combee being female, and it has to be female to evolve into shiny Vespiquen, this is one of the best chances to get the shiny family. The wild encounters for the event will be Caterpie, Weedle, Shuckle, Wurmple, Cricketot, Combee, Seawaddle, Dwebble, and rarely Nincada and Cutiefly. In field research will be Paris, Venonat, all 3 Burmy, Carablast, Shelmet, Dewpider, Wimpod, and you'll be able to get Mega Energy for Pinsir, Beedrill, and Scizor. For the raids, in 1-star raids will be Pineco, Shuckle, Nincada, and Skorupi. In 3-star raids will be Beedrill, Pinsir, and Cleavor. In 5-star raids will be Tapu Bulu with its legacy move Nature's Madness, and in Mega raids will be Mega Charizard up until the 13th at 10 AM, and then Mega Heracross will make its debut. I will be going through the meta relevance of all of the event Pokemon later on in the video, and I'll be going through some counters for Tapu Bulu, Mega Charizard X, and Mega Heracross, so stay tuned for that. It is also worth noting that if you complete an in-person raid with at least one other trainer, more Pokemon spawns will appear around the host gym for 15 minutes. So it's nice to see an incentive for in-person play that doesn't actually remove or nerf anything to do with remote raiding. There will also be a collection challenge that will reward additional event-themed encounters and Mega Energy for some bug-type Pokemon. There will also be Pokestop showcases to look out for during the event, and there'll be some new avatar items available in the in-game shop, including Burmy earrings and male and female Combee bags. So that's it for the details. Let's go through some tips to help you make the most of the event. So starting with how you can get a lot of quick XP during this event. So you will be getting 2 times catch XP for nice throws or better, and with an excellent throw giving 1000 XP per catch, it's really worth using some lucky eggs and grinding excellent catches. This will get you more than 4000 XP per catch. If you find excellent throws difficult to get, then you could always go for nice and excellent throws if that's more consistent for you. Also make sure that you are quick catching so you can get more Pokemon caught within the time limit of your lucky egg. Although do bear in mind that Niantic has now disabled the ability to do an AR quick catch, which was very useful for skipping the first couple of seconds of an encounter, but luckily the regular quick catching is still doable. So if you do have the resources to do so, it could be worth using Dialga's Roar of Time to extend the timer of your lucky eggs if you are out farming XP for a long period of time, and if you don't have a lot of lucky eggs to use. It will take 5000 Stardust and 5 Dialga candy to extend the timer by 6 minutes. Another tip for XP is to keep all of the Caterpie, Weedle, and Wurmple you get throughout the event, and then mass evolve them with a lucky egg active during a 2 times Evolution XP Spotlight Hour. This can get you a lot of XP, and Caterpie, Weedle, and Wurmple only require 12 candy to evolve, making it a lot easier to get enough candy to evolve many of them. Additionally, there is a way that you can get up to 12 candies from 1 catch during this event, making it a lot easier to get the candy you need for these evolutions. You can get this much candy per catch because of the increased candy bonus for this event. If it works in the same way as the bonus has done previously, then you will get an extra candy for catching a Pokemon with a nice throw for a total of 4 candies per catch. For a great throw you'll get a total of 5 candies per catch, and with an excellent throw you'll get a total of 6 candies per catch. Pinap berries will also stack with this bonus, so you could get up to 12 candies per catch with a regular Pinap berry, and a little bit more if you use a silver Pinap berry instead. You will also get increased chance for candy XL by getting nice throws or better, so a great time to be building some candy XL as well. Regarding candy, you can also mega evolve a Pokemon of the same type as the Pokemon you're catching to increase the amount of candy, candy XL, and XP you get per catch. With all the bug types available in this event, I would recommend mega evolving a bug type to get these bonuses. For this, you can mega evolve Beedrill, Pinsir, Scizor, Heracross, or revert Kyogre. During the bug out event, there will also be a Spotlight Hour taking place on April 16th at 6 PM. This Spotlight Hour will feature Caterpie, Wurmple, and Weedle, and it will be a great opportunity to stock up on these Pokemon and their candy for mass evolution at a later date. Also, it is worth using star pieces during this hour because the bonus for the Spotlight Hour is 2 times catch Stardust, and it will stack with a star piece. Also, Paris will be in field research for the bug out event, so I recommend running away from any of the Paris you do encounter from field research so they go into your stack. Then you can catch them all during this Spotlight Hour with a star piece active. Catching a Paris with 2 times catch Stardust and a star piece will get you 1500 Stardust per catch. Also, there will be showcases during this event which are always worth doing because even if you don't rank highly, you'll still get some XP and Stardust just for taking part. And if you do happen to rank highly, you could get some premium items. And it is worth doing them to try and get wins for your Showcase Star Platinum medal that will reward you with a PhD Pikachu, and this is the only way to encounter it currently. With all of the bug type Pokemon spawning during this event, it's definitely a good time to work on your Bug Catcher Platinum medal if you don't have it yet. So with that said, which Pokemon are worth focusing on during this event? So Weedle is actually a decent Pokemon to go after because Mega Beedrill is a top 10 bug type attacker and it is the best poison type attacker. It's also worth trying to shiny hunt female Combee to get shiny Vespiquen during this event because the shiny rates will be boosted and it will be a common spawn. So Nincada will be a rare spawn, and whilst not meta relevant, it does have a perma boosted shiny rate of 1 in 64. When it comes to the field research, it's worth trying to hunt the research that gives you Paris so you can stack it for Spotlight Hour or another Stardust boosted event. So all 3 Burmese will be available in research, and again they aren't meta relevant but they do have boosted shiny rates for the event, so it could be a good time to complete the shiny family. Carablast is a decent encounter because a Scavalier is ranked 112 in the Ultra League with 115-14 IVs. It does take 200 candy to evolve this Pokemon, but you could mirror trade with somebody to reduce the evolution cost to 0 candy. Both Carablast and Shelmer are worth mirror trading for this reason, and then you can store them and evolve them for free during a 2x evolution XP Spotlight Hour with a Lucky Egg active. So Wimpod is another decent Pokemon to go after because not only has it just had its shiny released, but also Galizapod is ranked 108 in the Ultra League with 114-15 IVs, and it is ranked 64 in the Master League with 15-15-15 IVs. With the 10-10-10 IV floor of research, it's more likely that you will get an IV spread suited more to Master League, but you could always mirror trade to get a lower attack IV for an Ultra League Galizapod. You will also be able to get Mega Energy for Beedrill, Pinsir and Sizzle, and it's definitely well worth doing these tasks if you haven't Mega evolved either of these Pokemon before. Mega Beedrill is a top bug and poison type raid attacker like I mentioned previously. Mega Pinsir is the second best bug type attacker after Mega Heracross, and Mega Sizzle is also a top 10 bug type attacker and a top 10 steel type attacker as well. When it comes to raids, the 1-star raids aren't really worth doing unless you're shiny hunting any of them. In particular, Pineco and Nincada both have perma boosted shiny rates, so it could be worth going after those. In 3-star raids, it could be worth raiding Beedrill for Mega Beedrill's meta relevance that I have mentioned previously, but Weedle itself is available in the wild, so it's not really a priority to raid unless you're trying to get a Hundo, which will be easier to get from raids. And also Pinsir is worth going after because Mega Pinsir is a top bug type attacker. For the 5-star raids and the Mega raids, I will be going through some counters as well as the meta relevance for them. So Tapu Bulu has a raid CP of 49,035 and the 100% IVs are 1953 and 2442 boosted in sunny or cloudy weather. Tapu Bulu is weak to flying, steel, fire, ice and double weak to poison, so I highly recommend using poison types. This Pokemon will be soloable with the best counters at high level, but if you don't have them then it is worth taking another person, especially for party power. The best Mega counters will be Beedrill, Gengar and Rayquaza. The best Shadow counters are Toxicroak, Victory Bell and Vileplume. The best Legendary and Ultra Beast counters will be Nihilego, Naganadel when it's released and Rayquaza, and the best budget counters will be Roserade, Revavroom, Overquill, Toxicroak, Gengar and Victory Bell. Tapu Bulu will know Legacy move Nature's Madness when caught from these raids, and it is likely to improve its performance in Go Battle League where it is currently ranked 83 in the Master League. So Mega Charizard X has a raid CP of 41,255 and the 100% IVs for Charizard are 1651 and 2064 boosted in sunny or windy weather. Mega Charizard X is weak to ground, rock and dragon type attacks, and it is soloable with the best counters at high levels. The best Mega and Primal counters will be Rayquaza, Groudon and Garchomp. The best Shadow counters will be Salamence, Garchomp and Dragonite. The best Legendary counters will be Origin Palkia, Origin Dialga and Rayquaza, and the best budget counters will be Salamence, Rampardos, Haxorus, Garchomp, Rhyperior and Dragonite. Mega Charizard X will get you Mega Energy for Charizard that you can use to Mega Evolve Charizard into either of the X or Y forms, and I would recommend going for Mega Charizard Y because it is the best Fire type attacker. It does have a slightly lower DPS than Mega Blaziken, but it does have a higher TDO, giving it a higher overall rating. And Charizard itself is ranked 44 in the Ultra League with 0, 13, 15 IVs, but it does want both legacy moves Wing Attack and Blast Burn to be at its best. So Mega Heracross has a raid CP of 51,078 and the 100% IVs for Heracross will be 1772 and 2215 boosted in rainy or cloudy weather. Mega Heracross is weak to Fire, Psychic, Fairy and double weak to Flying type attacks, so I highly recommend using Flying types. This raid will be soloable and it will have a raid day during the Bug Out event on the 13th between 2 PM and 5 PM where it will have a boosted shiny rate of 1 in 10. I will have another video up on the channel this week with everything you need to know to get the best out of that event, so keep an eye out for that. The best mega counters for Mega Heracross are Rayquaza, Pidgeot and Charizard Y. The best shadow counters will be Moltres, Ho-Oh and Staraptor. The best legendary counters will be Rayquaza, Enamorus and Yveltal, and the best budget counters will be Staraptor, both Braviary, Unfezant, Bombardier and Honchkrow. Mega Heracross will be the best bug type Pokemon in the game on its release, so well worth raiding for. Heracross itself is also a regional Pokemon exclusive to South America, Southern Florida and Texas, so a great time to get this Pokemon for the decks if you haven't got it yet. So for details and tips for other events going on in this month, you should check out these videos next.